He may be able to sneak around and get a refinery, but he's going to need something like Blink to try to blink back out in case that doesn't actually affect him. If we go to the unit counting station here, he's got 33 SCVs to the 29 probes, so actually not in a significant probe count, but he does have 6 gates now. And with 6 gates, he doesn't actually have, does he have the minerals to produce that? He's got a bunch of sentries, a bunch of zealots. 6 gates, he's probably just going to try to walk up here and destroy his opponent. Stim is finished, +1 on the way, along with the starport. So if he hits before these medevacs come out, he's going to be in an opportune situation with 3 bunkers spread out in a... this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough for both players. If you look at the bases, the 6 gates, there's actually no other tech, so something like a... Oh my gosh. Additional barracks going down. We're going to have this engagement at the front, one way or another. It's going to happen. Tarson, you need to get units back in that bunker. He's going up the ramp. He does expect he's way out of position here. He's just going to walk on by. Plenty of force fields still available. Both bunkers going down. And Tarson may have actually been up to something by putting his army back there. But the bunkers are still alive. And he's going to push him out. So despite having his army seemingly completely out of position, Tarson is still going to push this away, but he's still getting a lot of pressure at his front ramp. And Arthur does have an expansion, so he can fall back out of it. But we look at the unit counting station, they have tied it up in SCVs to probes. And they're both producing crudos at a time. There goes the mule drop. No type of DT action going to be coming out of Arthur anytime soon. We actually don't see any additional tech. There was an SCV appear to be killed there. Factory's going to go out this way, so we do see the fact that he knows that there is a nexus down, but there has been indication that this pressure is going to stop at this point. In fact, we see that the pressure is not going to stop. He's going to try to go around the back and hit that way. He has salvaged the bunkers, so Tarson feeling very confident with the stem now, but he's got to be very careful with these force fields. Very, very careful with these force fields. Very tense situation. He's going to load up. I don't know. He's going to load up into the bunker. Okay. I heard the load up sound. If it was the medevacs, he would have been making a serious commitment to that. So Tarson still doesn't see. He knows that there's pylons outside of his base. He knows that the Protoss wants to come up. And there he goes. Sees it. 5 medevacs out now. Plenty of bio to handle this. I don't think that it's going to be opportune for Arthur to stick around. He does pull back. In fact, he's going down to block the 3rd. Will we see a 3rd come down for Tarson? He's actually got all of his gas. A Ghost Academy on the way, so I really like that Ghost Commander decision actually. It's going to be a little inopportune if he does decide to go for Colossus, but we'll see. Building 1 photon cannon there, not really sure what that's for. Maybe just a little bit extra defense or DPS in the battle, but we know that Tarson has the ability to go ahead and drop into the main at any time, and we also see that Arthur knows that that's possible. He's going to scan and see what's going on here. And he does not get a scout down on the gates. So he actually doesn't know about these gates in the back. We should know that there's probably way more gates hiding somewhere though. Additional command center now going down for Tarson, and we do see Mobius Reactor coming out. So he's transitioning into a later type of game here, and this is actually really good timing for him to go up and hit this ramp while the Colossus base is going down. But we already see almost full energy sentries here. Those almost full energy sentries are going to be able to partition off the map, but he does have the medevac. He snipes at Obs right off the bat, and that's going to suck for Arthur in scouting the map, and it's going to suck for him if he wants to produce more Colossus. Oh boy. No 3rd base. Tarson building his 3rd base down here. Now he's going to do the exact same thing that the Protoss did to him, except at the bottom of the Protoss' ramp now. He's actually just picking off units. This isn't actually a good position for Arthur. He does have this concave at the bottom of the ramp, but he doesn't have the ranged units that he needs to attack. The Zealots are just getting pounded and shelled. Everything's actually getting pounded and shelled. This isn't the best positioning here for Arthur. But honestly, what can he actually do? He knows that this army is way too huge. He's trying to get the Colossus out. The Colossus, the robotics facility is at the bottom here. Tarson's being very, very patient, not trying to move too quick. Oh, his medevacs did go up, and they are getting sniped, and this isn't good. Oh, but he keeps... Oh, wow. Alright, so he keeps 6 of them alive. Very low health on some of them, actually 3 HP. And if we look at the workers unit counting station, with that Colossus out, I think Tarson's going to have to back up. And he does see the robotics facility going down now, and he does, yes, realize that, okay, I need to back up, and I need Vikings. So we do see the 2 Vikings on the way at a time. He has only 1 worker in gas over here, so he needs to switch those over. as soon as he possibly can to get more gas and to get more Viking production up. If we look at the upgrades here, we do see +2 on the way, and +2 on the way for Tarson. On the other side here, we do see 1 armor finished for the Protoss player, with +1 attack on the way. No Twilight Council that I can see, so it doesn't look like he's actually committed to getting the upgrades up into 2-2 range as quick as possible, but that's going to work out for Tarson. That's only going to make it better for Tarson in this situation. No Ghost Islands field yet. He does have the Mobius reactor upgrade done, so he can get them if he wanted to, but I think he's way more concerned with the Colossus at this point than he was with anything that's going to need to be EMP. 2 Colossus out on the map. Alright. Lots of medevacs though. All healed up. He's so fortunate to not lose those, but I think Arthur is just going to commit to a 2-base timing attack here. It's going to come largely down to control. Sniping a couple of those Vikings in the beginning. Let's see if there's any force fields. Decent force fields there. The Zealots are killing a lot of the bio on the front. These Colossus are ripping everything up. But I'm not exactly sure if the bio with the medevacs is going to be too much. The Vikings are going to take out this last Colossus, and the bio is going to rip the... Wait, is they going to rip the rest of this? The Vikings are landing. This is actually a very, very close battle. More Stalkers coming down here with Zealots. This is bad for Tarson. He is not going to be able to reproduce as quick as the Protoss player, but he is going to be pushed back up here. The third base is not a planetary fortress. It is an orbital command, but again, Arthur is not aware of it. Arthur is not aware. He's going to make an additional warp in, and he is probably just going to try to go for this top ramp here. There's no bunkers. A small army here, considering that Tarson lost a lot of units there, and he's going to have to wait for this additional Colossus. There is 1 more Colossus on the way, and he's probably just going to be pumping them nonstop. Tarson has 900 minerals in the bank, and he doesn't have enough barracks to produce enough units at a time. He does have 3 bases, though, which is a significant advantage over his opponent, who only is on 2. So Union Cannon Station, it looks like Arthur has cut probes a long time ago, and it looks like Tarson's continuing to build an army, and it looks like Arthur may have missed a timing that he unlocked for himself there. May have missed it. I say may have missed it because he has this +2 about to finish up, and with that, Arthur's not going to be good. Oh wow, +3 started immediately for Tarson. He was saving up for that. 2 Colossus, only on 1-1 with this army. He's going to run into a huge concave supply depots at the top there. And these Colossus have to be extremely careful. Extremely careful. He has no intentions of taking the 3rd base here. Arthur is going all in on this push. This is going to be do or die. Do or die. Meanwhile, Tarson is taking another 4th. We'll see what happens here. Is he going to cancel it? Doesn't matter. Good force fields there. Pitting up a lot of these units up here, and the Stalkers are moving forward to take out everything, but these Colossus are going down, and that is the huge damage deals to this army. SCVs being pulled. That +2 is worth its weight in gold right now, but is it going to be enough? It looks like it is. The Vikings are just sitting there. Can he pull them back? That's it. Arthur, GG's.